Hello, everybody. How you doing? How you doing today? I'm actually doing pretty well. It's been a busy week. I had doctor's appointments all week long, so it's getting close, and and they'll finally get me on the transplant list. So I'm pretty happy about that. Getting good results on all my tests and stuff like that. So pretty happy about that. But anyway, so. Um, my in-laws conventions this weekend, so they are taking my children with them to go to that. And yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I did tell them I'd go one day with them, since I can't. I really don't want to go to the whole thing, but I have an excuse now since I have to do dialysis that I can't go every day. So I'm going to go Friday with them. And really, if I was still going to the Kingdom Hall, the one I'd be going to isn't until later in August anyway. So I'm going to go Friday. But I was a little concerned because I know what's part of the program on Friday. And I already talked to my children about that and what to expect, and to basically just kind of let it go through one ear and out the other, because it's not right. It's They're going too far. They want to shun people for not doing what they think is right, and there's certain I can understand in certain ways why they kind of go that way, just because you don't want to you don't want to follow somebody that's really sinning. I mean, if you're really following religiously the commandments in the Bible, but they take it too far with shunning people completely and not showing them any love whatsoever. But now they're taking it too far, and in the results of even shunning those that are inactive. So, and I've been inactive for several years. So we'll see what happens, and how the rest of the family reacts to that. But I just uh, I have mixed feelings about my children and how they're going to view this. But at least I've prepared them beforehand, and before they go, I'll just kind of reiterate again for them. I don't want them to go through that. But and I told them I didn't want them to go through stuff that made me feel bad. And for the most part, I think that I've accomplished that. I hope so. I really do. But my children, they understand my stance, and they understand why I feel the way I do. So hopefully they'll make a good decision as far as what they want to do. I can't make it for them, and they know this. But they have my full support no matter what. Even if they do decide to become witnesses, I support that. That's their choice, and I'm certainly not going to make it tough on them if that's the way it is. That's I can respect that. So they're growing up, and I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of them both, and I wish that things had been that easy for me, even though my parents were good people, and I love and respect both of them. Even the way we were brought up, it wasn't a strict environment or anything like that, but we did what was expected of us. But still, even at that, it was a nice atmosphere growing up, and I hope that I've provided that for my children as well. So really, it's about them now. I've grown up. I'm getting older now, so now it's their turn. Their turn to have a life and stuff like that, and I hope they make a happy one. Really, I do. Um, I've spent years. Uh, I'm 45 now, so I spent basically 30 years, more than 30 years with depression and anxiety, and didn't really understand at the time what it was. And hey, that's not a life, and I don't wish that on anybody. So when it came to my children, I wanted to provide something for them that if they had that propensity to have those same problems that I do, that at least they had someone to talk to when it came to that. And so hopefully that's how that works, and I think that's a good legacy I can leave for them. Because in my condition, anything can happen to me. I have I've been given a good clean bill of health, but having chronic kidney disease and being on dialysis, you can take a sharp turn in a quick hurry, and I'm ready for that if it happens, and so be it. But I also know that in the meantime, I'm trying to be as happy as I can, and to feel as good as possible, like I am right now. And I just want that feeling in that type of environment for my children, as long as they're at home and when they go out on their own, that they are able to produce the same good-spirited life while they're on their own. So they still have college to go to first, and then their life, whatever after that, whatever it takes them, whatever they want to do. I just hope it's happy, and I love my children very much, and that's kind of what it's about right now. And I don't want an organization that has the tendency to be harsh to people and to criticize and to be judgmental harshly, and I don't want that to happen to them either. So I want to thank a lot of people that I've come in contact with the past couple of years. Ones like Mike and Kim. I love you guys. You're wonderful. Mark and Cora, I love you too. You're very wonderful. Good people. Very good, down-to-earth people that I can relate to. And I wish the best for you all, and many others out there. So many others that I've talked to. Katya and Christian, young couple. I think you guys are great, and I wish you the best. But I just want to keep on putting these out and try and be as positive as I can for other people, because I know what it feels like, and to go through this and to have the pain and anxiety and the anguish, and that's no way to live. And for those of you who are suffering through it, you understand what I mean, and I try and relate as best I can. I know it's different for each and every one of us, but I definitely do know the feeling and can understand that completely. So really, this message is for those of you like that. And there's so many ways. I mean, there's so many resources on the internet that you can look up that will help you when you have feelings like that can really help you to combat those problems, and to take a little more of the control in such a way that it doesn't take over your life. Your life is not ran by your anxiety. It's not pushing your life is not being pushed around by the depression, and anything that you do is based upon how depression is treating you that day. There are ways to deal with it, and what's good for one may not be good for the other. So but there's resources out there, and you can find them, and I'm all too willing to help as best I can. You know, it really makes me feel good inside for myself when I try and help others. And you know, and the goal in my mind is that whatever I say, whatever I do, impacts these people's lives in a positive way. And that's really what I want to do, and that's my goal in life with everybody I come in contact with, no matter who you may be or how you treat me. That at the end of that conversation, at the end of that meetup, that I do something to make you feel good, that I do something to make you feel better. So that's what I'm here for, and of course for my children too. And this is for you guys. So I love you both, and even though you will probably never see this, one of these days you might. And just know that I've tried to keep our home as a safe haven, as a place for you to feel good and to be at ease. That's what I've tried to do. So peace, everybody, and y'all take care, and we'll see you around on the net sometime. Take care.